Jungle the last breath.
Apocalypto 2, Blood's Son would pick up immediately where the first film left off, transitioning from the internal collapse of the Mayan world into the cataclysmic era of European conquest. The film centers on Jaguar Paw and his family, who, having barely escaped ritual sacrifice and the decay of the city-state, are now forced to confront a danger far greater than any warring tribe, the arrival of the Spanish Conquistadors. The film is a raw, visceral epic of cultural collision and survival. It opens with the ominous sight of the Spanish ships anchored offshore, the new beginning, promised by the original film's chilling conclusion. Jaguar Paw, his wife, and their 2 children retreat deeper into the jungle, believing they have outrun the city's corruption only to realize they have stumbled onto the beachhead of an even larger apocalypse. The first act establishes the stark contrast, Jaguar Paw's deep, intuitive knowledge of the jungle against the Spaniards' iron, gunpowder, and alien ideologies. The peaceful life he sought to reclaim is instantly shattered. An initial, brutal encounter with a small scouting party of conquistadors, clad in cold steel, their horses stomping the ancient earth, serves as a terrifying prelude. Jaguar Paw sees men who are not driven by the familiar, ritualistic brutality of his own civilization's decline, but by a cold, insatiable hunger for gold and souls. The central conflict of the film becomes a desperate journey north. Driven from their home by the rapid and incomprehensible advance of the foreigners, Jaguar Paw's family falls in with a small, surviving group of refugees from various Mayan villages and city-states. This assembly of displaced people, warriors, elders, and common folk, forms a reluctant, fragile alliance. They must reconcile their deep-seated tribal animosities in the face of a common, existential threat. Jaguar Paw, hardened by his trials, quickly rises as a leader, not of a great army, but of a guerrilla resistance. His expertise in jungle survival, tracking, and ambush tactics, the very skills that saved his life in the first film, become their most potent weapon against the heavily armored invaders. The second act is a relentless sequence of skirmishes, cat-and-mouse hunts in the dense, suffocating jungle, and tactical retreats across unforgiving landscapes. The film meticulously details the horrors of the conquest, the spread of unseen diseases that decimate the native populations faster than any battle, the destruction of sacred sites, and the psychological warfare waged by the priests accompanying the soldiers, who condemn the native people's ancient ways. The film's climax is not a massive, set-piece battle for a capital city, but a deeply personal confrontation. The small band of survivors attempts to cross a major river, a final, geographical barrier to a rumored, untouched highland sanctuary. They are cornered by a larger, vengeful Spanish force led by a ruthless captain, who has become Ops.